Welcome to the SIX Elements QIGONG free Masterclass. I'm Orpheus, super happy to see you again, meet you first time, introduce myself and introduce Qigong and why I'm so advocate of Qigong and wanting to take you and invite you on a journey of learning this ancient art. Well, I came across Qigong about 20 years ago when I was practicing Tai Chi already for 7 years. And I looked at Qigong and I said, this is really slow. This is like for old people, it's not for me. So I kept on doing my Tai Chi, moving, dancing, being in the free flow, getting this gentle sensation of Qi, energy, life force energy, but not really something intense that made me say, whoa, what is that? And then year after year, time after time, after I met different teachers and masters, I traveled all around South Korea, Japan, Hong Kong, Philippines, and China to learn all these different martial arts from the source, from the origin, and then lived in Australia, learned Chinese medicine, and saw the connection between Qigong, Tai Chi, and Chinese medicine. Then I came back to Qigong and I said, well, what is that? What does it even mean, Qigong? Qi, life force and energy, that is received and restored in our body from food, water, and earth. And of course, our body is like a membrane that receives and transmits also from the air around, from the environment. We receive energy. As you see around me, it's all green, all nature. The sound of the cicada in the background, they're giving us the background voice. And we are receiving this Qi. And what is Gong? Gong is the right effort to cultivate something. So you have the Gong in Kung Fu, you have the Gong in Gong Cha. Kung Fu is the external force of cultivating self-defense. Gong Cha is the art and the right cultivation of making tea. And Qigong is the right effort of cultivating life force energy. When I got that, something clicked in and I said, well, Tai Chi moves my body and moves the Qi inside me, and yes, give me some energy. But Qigong is the base, is the foundation that where I recharge my energy. And I said, but what is recharging my energy? The air around, the breath, the focused mind, the clarity of the mind. And where does this energy goes through first? That Chinese medicine taught me. It goes into our kidneys. The kidneys are the batteries of our life. They are sitting in the lower back, like the rabbit energizer. And Qigong is actually boosting my kidney energy, the kidney energy being transferred throughout the whole body, the Jing, the essence. And then I can utilize it and feel more vital, more powerful, more strong during the day, more energized. So I looked at this Qigong practice even before I really went deep into that, and I said, so it's like my phone. I have to plug my phone into the power every night or whenever the battery runs out so I can use it, so I can record, so I can connect with you, so I can see things. My body is the same. Our body rests during sleep time. If the sleep has a quality sleep, then the body is rested. If your sleep quality is not so good, you actually feel more exhausted when you wake up. Something to look at. Our body receives energy from food that needs to be broken, digested, and transformed into energy, which is also a whole unique system that needs to work and function properly. Our body receives energy from water that needs to be absorbed as well and transmute into steam, and from breath, from the air around. So it's not enough just to breathe, because usually we breathe super shallow. We breathe here, and I'm talking about deep breath, and I'm talking about breath that is connected to movement. And if the movement is precise, and if the movement is accurate, and if the movement has the awareness of why to do this, why to do that, where does that hit? So energy channel, for example, here of the heart and the lungs open up, and by holding that and by breathing and bringing the consciousness and the awareness towards where the air and the external breath goes into, what does it do inside the body and how it boosts my energy, multiply the power and the generation of internal life force energy. And when I got that, it was like a bomb expansion, and my practice went from an average general practice to a multiple energetic orgasmic exercise where I felt so much heat, so much power. I didn't need to sleep. I was so focused, my mind was sharp, and I could do anything. So it took me into a deep journey of learning different styles of Qigong, from Wuji Qigong with great Grand Master Duan Jiliang in China, from Master Yim in South Korea, from Dr. Paul Lam in Australia, with Daisy Lee, with different teachers and masters. And I came into the conclusion that some things can be modified, can be upgraded, can be utilized in a better way for us, for modern time, for modern people, for the time that we need to or want to give into ourselves, but also want to go and bang and attack the world. And so I did a lot of self-research and taught thousands of people around the world through individuals, groups, healing programs, festivals, and so on, and came to an understanding that I want to deliver something that is simple. I love simplicity. I believe in simplicity. The Tao and nature has simplicity. As much as one leaf is so complex, there is simplicity in their uprising and in their decaying, the cycle, which is like Qigong. Look at the Qi. The Qi is round, and it moves, and it turns, and it moves like the wind. So for me, the elements of nature are very powerful tool, very powerful substance. We are condensed and composed of these elements in nature. We have all of them inside us, and we are part of the globe. But think, so I sat down, I practiced for years the 5 Elements Qigong, and I said, the air is missing. The air, the spirit, the ether, the one that is in between the space, the clarity. Qigong is a metaphysical practice that I would love to take you in and on a journey. With every session, with every class, every time that I practice with myself or with others, we reach a state that is beyond the physical rationalization. We cannot explain what is happening and what is the sensation. Sometimes there are tears coming, sometimes there's a sensation of expansion of the heart, love energy, release of an emotion, even fatigue, tiredness, it depends. You know, when we start practicing energy, but we come to the practice toxic, tired, exhausted, with lots of manipulated thoughts by society and whatever work, then the first stage is that the body wants to release that, and it comes as dense or toxic energy that wants to be cleared, and that can make us feel tired or heavy. Later on, and not so much later on, you start gaining energy. So in the practice of 6 Elements Qigong, we work and learn postures and movements that are related to each element. Okay? And a session of about 60 minutes combines stretching, breathing meditation, activation of the chakra system from the Ayurveda and the Kundalini, and the Qigong movements. All that together is a complete holistic way to train the body, to train the mind, to train the breath, and to move the Qi in the right way and to boost our vital energy. So for you to come to a course like that, I would really believe and know that the first thing that will happen is release of tension. More relaxed state. After 60 minutes of practice, you feel completely different. As if the world has changed. The colors are more vivid. The sounds are more vivid. Maybe there's an inner smile, there's a sensation of calmness and clarity that is not really explained, but it's so beautiful. And that's Qigong. It's mystical, my friends. I love it. I love the practice. Now, I don't say it's the only practice that we need to do. Combine it with some physical exercise, and you have a complete body or physical energetic training. So the 6 elements Qigong are composed from the wood element, the earth element, the fire element, the air element, the metal element, and the water element. And they are all weaved into a certain flow that can be held like Nei Gong, internal standing, without much movement, but only inside, and into a flow that connects breath, movement, and the consciousness of the mind. Now what happens? The more you learn that, you understand that you have to be focused in order to perform the movements. When you want to be focused on performing the movement, and then combining the actual correct breathing that follows the movement or follow with the movement, you cause the mind to shut down a lot of processes that are running in the background and disturbing you. If one thought takes you out of the practice towards work or a relationship or whatever, you lose the flow. And you feel that and you say, but where I am, what's the movement? Where's my breath going, in or out, up or down, deep or shallow? Yeah. And I'm there to support you, and I'm there to take you on 8 sessions, 8 meetings that will conclude and will give you the understanding and the practice of the 6 elements Qigong. And that's a magical journey. And that's such a beautiful tool that is really easy to learn. And not only that, I'm going to record the sessions and give them for you to watch anytime you want later on. It will be on the website hosted, and you can have them forever after the course. More than that, every week we also meet and train and practice, and we train different forms of Qigong, mainly 3 different forms of Qigong. The 6 elements Qigong, that for me is a foundation. When we understand and feel the 6 elements Qigong, we start to feel Qi in our body. When we breathe with me. So we breathe in, we create an expansion. There is an expansion. We breathe out, we create relaxation. And we start feeling what's happening between our palms. We breathe in, we breathe out, we breathe in, we breathe out, and we relax our face. We bring consciousness and awareness to everything. Relax your forehead, breathe in, breathe out. And like a tree. See, everything is soft. The posture is royal. The posture is royal. We are like the kings and the queens practicing this mystical ancient art that came to humanity to be transformed for over 5,000 years from ancient China until today. And it's valid because our body, the physiologically of our body didn't change much. Energy didn't change, or just changed, never disappeared, just changed, and we can restore the essence of the energy in our body. So we hold straight, we don't hold like banded. We pay attention to different body parts when we practice, and we learn to bring more consciousness into our being, into our existence, and into our day-to-day life. Qigong, from practice, turn into a way of life. It's easy, almost effortless. It's step by step. Anyone can do that. You can bring your children, your partners, your elders, your family, your friends. It just requires your dedication. I recently saw some videos that saying, but for that we need that, and for that we need that, and for this practice we must have that, and for Qigong, we don't need anything. It's so beautiful. We just need ourselves, our mind, and a little place to stand. We are anyway standing on the earth, or in a room, or in an office. It doesn't matter. So you stand where you are. All you need is maybe 2 meters. And we start with a warm-up, with the stretching, with the rotating the body, with gaining flexibility, feeling the softness, tapping on different energy lines, learning and understanding where each of the elements is connected to our body, to which organ, and why we hold a certain posture, and what does it relate to in the Bagua, in the I Ching, and in the global energetic wisdom that exists around us in the air element. The air, the beauty of breathing. Qigong take the air, the most immediate element that is the fuel for our body, and teach it how to be diverted into certain internal organisms, to cleanse them, to purify them, and to strengthen them. So Qigong is not only just a practice, it's not only just an exercise. It helps to build your digestive system. It helps to calm your mind and hence betterness your sleep. It helps with clarity, focus, and concentration. It boosts your kidneys, which means fertility, which means potency, which means vitality. The face rises up. The eyes become shining again. It can clear depression. It can clear heaviness, fogginess of the mind. And then, of course, it helps with the heart. It cleans the blood. It drops sugar levels. It clears fats. The more you do that, the better. We practice once a week, but in between the 1 and 1, you have our weekly session that is supporting, and you can join the Qigong Elite Club membership as well. And, of course, you can train every day. You can repeat our class from week to week until we finish and complete the course. When we will complete the course, you will receive certificate that you finished the 6 Elements Qigong online course with me, and then we'll move to another course. The second course that I teach on the weekly online is the Ba Tuan Jin, which is the silk exercises or the brocade exercises. And the third one and the more advanced practice is the Wu Ji Hun Dun Qigong, which I received direct lineage from Master Duan Ji Liang from China, which was a family traditional Qigong. I will show the video of Master Duan, and I was devoted student of him for 10 years and trained with him when he was 102, or more or less, 102. And it was just magical to be around this human being, around this master and teacher, and seeing how Qigong is really a way of life. And I must tell you honestly, when I feel a bit weak or heavy, the first thing that comes to my mind, practice Qigong. And it's not only holding the postures or the breathing, it's the essence of the holistic approach, is the stretching, the exercises, and the Qigong movements. And that's what really profoundly make a change. So that's a short explanation and a teaser, and I would love to share with you more. And I'm doing few free videos, and now I'm opening this 6 Elements Qigong course online of 8 sessions. It will start in February, and would love you to join, to come and meet me there online, and then in the later recordings. And we go on a lifetime journey of Qigong because it's endless, and we can always practice, and every practice feel a little bit different because we come to the practice different. And if you practice with me, every time I flow a little bit different, like nature. The river that flows today is not the river that flew yesterday or that will flow in 2 minutes. The water are constantly flowing, the air is constantly changing, the leaves are constantly reconstructing themselves and decomposing themselves, such as life. Accepting the beauty of life, the beauty of creation, have the passion and the desire for healthy lifestyle, healthy being, healthy way of living. Bring purity into yourself, clear toxicity out of your body and out of your mind, and have a regular practice that constantly remind you to do that. Qigong. I'm doing it by the beach, sunset, in the forest, in my room, in a hotel room, sometimes even in the airplane, flying from A to B. I said, my body needs some movement. So I'm just like focusing and doing the Qigong. Even when I was ill and lying down in bed with a broken bone, I practiced Qigong in my mind, and it helped the body to heal faster. That was an amazing experience. So the essence and the scientific facts behind Qigong are numerous and are huge. But since Chinese medicine cracked the code of how to heal the body with energy, with needles, with herbs, and with Qigong and Tai Chi, that's the same science that helps us now to evolve naturally. We can beat any disorder and any disease with that energy science. Okay? Now, modern science cannot really understand what are the energy lines in the body. They can accept it nowadays, which is amazing, but we cannot dissect the body and find energy line. We can find blood, nerves, tissues, and so on. But energy, everybody now wants more energy. More energy more energy means being more effective, more relaxed, more healthy, more shining, smiling. What do you want in your life? Think about that. I want just to be healthy, number one, to be potent and alive and vital. Number two, I want to wake up in the morning vital, happy, excited. Qigong gives me that. Tai Chi gives me that. And of course, the curiosity of the mind, projects, goals, mission. We need a base. Excited about healthy food, juices, smoothies, detox. Excited about fun. So we can bring Qigong anywhere. Have fun. Dance with it in parties. Share it with friends. Explore what it does in your body. And how does it feel? During, after, before, what's happening? How does it affect your eyesight, your memory? All that and more in the first class of Qigong.